Today is us looking at our rubric. That is the biggest thing I want you to focus on. Second thing is we are going to be looking at some ideas and tricks on how we should be recording video footage. And then finally, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to best use iMovie. I'm focusing the attention on iMovie on your iPad. If you have a different video editing software that you'd like to use that you're familiar with, go ahead and use it. But today is going to be focused more on the iMovie aspect since that's what all of our students have access to on their iPads. So getting my face out of the way. All right, so looking at Schoology, and again, you guys should be going straight through these pages that I give you to make sure that we're all on the same understanding level. So here is just a screenshot of the rubric. The actual rubric link is right here. Now, you don't have to do anything with this right now. However, what you are going to be doing as we are getting closer to the due date of our video is you're going to be filling this out and turning it into me so we make sure that you understand where you are at. So the project rubric, you should be aiming for 4s. There is no reason on this project that you should not be aiming for the top scores. All right, so when I show you the rubric, again, we want you over here on this exceeds expectations. Yes, you can definitely meet the expectations, more power to you if that's what you feel like you can do or want to do. However, I'm telling you, all of you are fully capable and can be very successful for aiming for 4s. It shows you the time requirement. You need to have at least 2 full minutes of work, if not 3 minutes. Now, if you look at this right here, if you go over 3 minutes, I'm docking a point off because again, we just don't have the time. And I want to make sure you guys are able to get your information across very efficiently. Looking at sound quality, make sure you replay your final video so you know if your voices are okay to be heard. There is a very easy way to fix that in iMovie, so make sure you learn how to do that. We want to make sure the professionalism of this, meaning you know how to use your stuff. You should be able to know how to use iMovie, especially with the video and everything that I'm sharing with you today. We want you to have transitions, titles, credentials, other graphics. Okay, you're throwing stuff in there because that's what we do. Also looking up here, you do need to have background tracks. Okay, however you want to do that. Some people put sound effects. A lot of people will have music in the background. But again, make sure those sound effects don't drown out any of the voices that are talking. When we are talking about it being educational and informative, you are required to teach us something. And if it doesn't teach clearly and if it doesn't teach effectively, you are not going to score very well here. So make sure that you are, again, rewatching it to make sure everything makes sense. And then you need to make sure it's entertaining and engaging. When we're talking about entertaining, you need to have that initial hook. Okay, you want to make sure you're engaging your audience right away. And then you need to be able to hold your audience's attention throughout the whole thing. So if I sit here and I just read off my iPad to you guys when I'm teaching and talking to you guys, it's not very fun to listen to. So you need to make sure that you make it as fun as you possibly can. Now, at the end of your video, it is expected that you have a call to action, meaning you are telling your audience what you hope they are going to do with their lives now. All right. And then finally, you got to make sure you turn it on time. That's how you're going to get your 4 out of 4 there. Now, what do we do with this sheet? Okay, again, we're not doing anything with it today, but when we are going to have you turn it in, you need to fill out, or sorry, you need to make sure you're reading these instructions here. All right, so that's all I got for you there. The next thing is how to record what we call original footage. So it is not acceptable to just make a video with slideshow or clip art or Google Images with you just doing a voiceover. That is not going to be considered original footage. So I have it defined here. Original footage is student created video through drawings or sketches, animation, or recorded live action of your surroundings. Okay, pretty simple. That does not include clip art. That does not include Google Images. That does not include you doing a Google slideshow and just clicking through slides reading about it. So again, we are expecting that you guys are using iMovie. If you have another video editing software or app that you are familiar with, you can use it. I just won't be able to give you a lot of help with it if you come up with an issue. So again, what you should be getting to at this point is recording your video. And again, you are working on that attention grabber. You got to make sure that you understand that you are going to be awesome if you have your face in front of the camera. However, I get it. Okay, so again, but the majority of you are going to be making videos just like I do every single day. If not, you can make an animation, you can make a stop motion. Some people do whiteboard videos, whatever you want to do. However, making sure that we're not using voice changers, making sure we're not using voice filters, because those are challenging for people to understand. If you go onto the Googly or you go onto YouTube, you're going to find a bunch of how-to videos on how to make these and make them effectively. Make sure you understand that if you are choosing one of these options, it typically does take longer to record and edit, so you have to allow yourself that time. And again, reiterating, it is not okay to make a slideshow, clipboard, or Google image video. I'm not accepting of that. To get some suggestions on how to record great video for your public service announcement video, you can simply click through this slideshow. Now, each of the slideshow that has separate links in there, so you can make sure that you understand that this is a very good resource for you. It talks about bad audio, good audio, okay, making sure it shows you if you have it steady versus shaking up and down, making sure you understand how to record people. All right, transitions. Make sure you understand to keep it simple. You can do cool stuff with your editing, but don't try to do too cool of stuff when you're actually recording, because it does make it a little bit more confusing for people. Now to iMovie. This link right here, it's a 6-minute video. Okay, if you are pretty new to iMovie, you haven't used it a ton, or you just need a refresher, please make sure you watch this 6-minute video. If you consider yourself advanced and you want to know some cool stuff you can do with iMovie, then go to Google, type in cool stuff on iMovie that I can do on my iPad, and it's going to give you some good resources. All right, so you guys need to get rolling, and this again is due either Thursday or Friday before spring break, and that is either March 18th or 19th, depending on what cohort you are in. All right, that's it. See you guys later.